Let me tell you a story about the 144,000 angels that are awakening. Why are they here and what is their purpose? First, let me tell you how I communicate with God. My angels are actually the one that tells me, hey, God wants to talk to you, better get ready soon. And I have to jump up, basically, and record all my video transactions with him. I call it transaction because it's like trading information, right? I get to hear the information and then I get to share it to whoever that wants to listen to it. But because my accounts are all shadow banned, it's not really reaching the right people. Or if it is, then we're lucky if one of you gets to listen to it, because that's lucky that you get to hear God's words from me. I would usually just talk to, I would say, Father and also Mother God. So I would speak to both of them. There are occasions where I spoke to the council of the different universes, the representatives of it. But most of the time, it's a direct communication to me by God, speaking through me. So the structure right now is that God sits on the top. He's the decision maker. This is what I call the council of the universes. They are the different gods of their own planet. Each planet will have their own type of people. So every god manages its own universe. So there are multi-verses in our sky that God manages. He's in charge of every one of them, all the cosmos. Each planet has an ambassador representative. So if there's 500 planets, there will be 500 different ambassadors of different beings and different types. Each ambassador sits in a galactic federation of alliance of light. They travel the cosmos in one big ship, and it can hold as many people as they need. Each ambassador in this big ship is responsible for gathering data to report about their respective planet. And those summary of reports are then handed to their own god of their own galaxy. If everything is okay based on the report received by the god of each planet or each galaxy, if it's no concern, then God doesn't need to be notified. If there's anything major that needs God's intervention, then God needs to know it. Otherwise, he relies on his 12 council. Now, if you've been following my birth certificate rights, I was showing you how this works. Now, think of it, if you recall all the drawings I did on this board. Remember you and your parents and your birth certificate and your house of glass, which is the country that you live in? Well, now I'm going to show you something similar. Think of it this way. You are God. The house of glass is the council of the universes. They manage the house of glass for God. They dictate the laws for all the different universes collectively. And the Galactic Federation of Light also have different representatives, just like I demonstrated in these drawings. Their knowledge is also divided. So think of the main industry, the sub-industry, and the sub-subs of industries. So the galactic forces are managing and monitoring their large planets, their medium planets, and their smaller planets. So why do you think I'm showing you this? Because God wanted to see, since the evolution of mankind, God has been coming down here incognito. He spread himself, and in total, there's 144,000 pre-selected beings that God have chosen to deliver the same result of information to him. You see, God is trying to decide whether he's going to go with a semi-awakening as of January 1st, 2026, or is he just going to bring everybody up to 5D? 5D of nothingness, and we start from scratch again. No money, no work. We plant what we eat. We live a simple life, a healthy life, a life that God wants to live right now because He's tired. Just like you are. You want to retire at 65. Well, imagine yourself being billions and billions of age. God just wants to retire. But He can't retire if He can see this a mess. And right now He's seeing the world a mess. The 144,000 will recommend to God what is the best scenario if anything happens on December 31st, 2025, and the new system implodes. And what is the duration of time for this overturn to happen? Because the longer it goes, the longer God cannot retire. Remember what I said on that drawing just now. The Council of the Universe will only advise God when necessary. It doesn't mean that God knows everything. Getting this? God left some traces in the emerald tablet of thought. That's actually God giving us the secret. That if we don't solve this for Him, as a collective souls, then Earth will always be in a division. Because the Council of the Universe are the one who's making the decisions for God right now. Because if God heard everything, then He would make a wise decision. The reset on January 1st, 2026 doesn't need to happen. Instead, we'll upload the second version of the data. So the 144,000 was spread out in the Noah's area, in the Atlanteans area, in the Tartarians area. Yeshua was one of them. Magdalene was one of them. Isis was one of them. And I am one of them. I am the last one to wake up. I am the last one to document this into words. I already sent my report to God. It's now up to Him to make the decision based on the 144,000's report to Him. I don't think they like it. I don't think they like what I just reported here. God wants to retire, and He will retire with us. All His 144,000 and more to come. So wake up, everyone. Come join us. Come join God.